This is the SaunaBox. I keep seeing Instagram ads for it, and I finally want to test it because it seems like a gimmick. But I want to see, is this thing actually worth it? Or maybe it's just a great budget option if you're trying to get some kind of like heat therapy. Let's find out. All right, this is the unboxing of the SaunaBox. I think this is going to be the outer lining. SaunaBox. Okay, that's the outside. This is the poles. This is the pump. This is, what is this? Oh, this is the cover. Oh, this is the cold plunge. Okay, so that's the cold plunge. That's the cold plunge, all this stuff in there, and then this is the actual SaunaBox. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be fun to open and set up, huh? Okay, so we got A poles. We got B poles, which we don't want to mix up. You getting eaten alive over there? Oh. And we got C poles. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, this is probably where the SaunaBox is going to stand on. Oh, the chair that you can sit in. I don't know if I'm gonna fit, we're gonna find out. Carrying case. That's cool. The actual tent. Oh, towels to clean up our mess. And our little corner pieces for the poles. And instructions. Cool. Let's set it up. If you do plan to buy this, use my discount code Shervin or go to saunabox.com/Shervin. You'll get 10% off and it'll help support the channel so we can keep making videos like this. All right, here's the timer. We're gonna see how fast we can set up the sauna tent. Let's go. I got Ethan here who's gonna help me out.
Oh no.
Great, I'm glad you know exactly what to do. Oh, this is one of those zip up things that you see on Instagram. I keep seeing the Instagram ads, so I'm excited to finally try this. How do we do this? Okay. B, A, and C. And we have these things. All right, here we go. C. Oh, is there a D? Okay, this is actually really hard. It's like camping. "13 minutes, 15 seconds. To get it fully set up, we have to put the steam box in now. This is the SaunaBox. Okay. I think it connects to the lid. Fill 4 liters of distilled water inside the container. And then turn it on. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. On. Level 7. 18 minutes, 42 seconds. To set it up, plug it in, turn it on. All right, we have about 69 degrees Fahrenheit inside. Let's see if it goes up. Oh, there's steam coming out. This is to see how long it takes to heat up. Now we'll test it. We'll do some noise tests, temperature tests, humidity, as well as the spacing, like how well can you fit inside of it. So this is the chair they provide. If you want to sit in it, you can go ahead and slide the chair in. If I push it up all the way against the wall, if you come and look inside of here, this is approximately how much space you're gonna have if the chair is pushed all the way up against the wall. The chair is probably a little too small, but it works. My knees are almost at the front of the edge. I've got a little bit of space on the sides here. Someone else probably could stand in here. It would be a tight fit. I think you could somewhat comfortably fit 3 people. 4 is a bit too much. The steam device is here. You don't want to touch it. It gets very hot. So in terms of spacing, it's here. We did run it and now the walls are wet. So I would leave this open to dry. The floor is a little bit wet, kind of gross a little bit too. And then the window gets super foggy and steamy. So you're not gonna be able to see outside super well, but it's nice to have this window. If I'm sitting down, I can kind of see out, but if I'm standing up, I'm a little too tall and I can't see out. I can just look down and go like this to kind of see. But I think the window's a little bit too low for me. In terms of height-wise, if I stand up, I have about maybe what? 6'3", 6'4" is probably the max height, maybe even 6'2" is the max height if you're gonna be standing inside of here. I barely make it and I can walk out. Now power, how much power does it consume? Right now it's off. Oh wow, it's hot, be careful. This top lid is a little plasticky, and you do have to insert it. There's these holes right here where you lock it in, and then you turn it to lock it into place. Not the easiest thing to put on and off. I'd like a more sturdy handle, especially with this tubing that's sticking out. But we already used half of the distilled water, running it for 30 minutes. I think if I ran it for a full hour, we might go through an entire gallon of distilled water. Now I'm gonna go twist this on. And we're gonna pull up our power meter here. So it's using 0 watts, 0 amps. And I'm gonna go ahead, it's plugged in. I'll turn it on. We're gonna put it to level 7, which is the highest level. And now it's pulling about 14 amps. Wow, 1600 watts. That's a lot of energy. 14 amps, 1600 watts. Let's turn the level down. I'm gonna put level 1, 1000 watts. We'll go to level 3. So level 3 is gonna use about 1250 watts. Level 4, looks like an extra 100 watts per level. If we go all the way up to level 7, 1600 watts. It's automatically set to a, interesting, okay. Amps, 114 volts. So we'll leave it on here. It's at 0.02 kilowatts per hour. Let's see how much it consumes in the next 30 minutes. So now it's gonna start to heat up the water in there, which is then going to pump steam into the SaunaBox. This is more like a steam room. I don't know if I'd call it a sauna, but that's kind of the terminology they would decide to go with. And when we tested it earlier, it got to about 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And I think the humidity was pretty high. So we'll test it with a thermal camera and a thermometer, as well as the humidity sensor as well. Right now, if I check the floor, it's at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If I check the ceiling, it's at 62 degrees Fahrenheit. If I check the box, it's at 105 degrees Fahrenheit. And if we check the inside box, it's at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Noise. So and when I'm talking, I'm gonna get around, on my Apple Watch, we can see here, I'm gonna get around 80 to 90 decibels when I'm talking in a quiet room. A super quiet room is going to be at 40 decibels. So let's see the decibels on this device here as it heats up. This is now boiling the water, creating steam, and then it's pumping the steam into the inside box, and then the steam is dissipating. It is kind of loud at the beginning when it first starts heating up, but then it gets a little bit quieter as the water gets warmer and warmer. We've used 0.1 kilowatts of energy now. It's still running at 1600 watts, which is a ton. Our infrared sauna outside uses about 1800 watts. So this is pretty on par with an infrared sauna. That's the heating box right there. You can see it's showing about 185 to heat up, and then the tubing is pumping the steam into the SaunaBox. And then here we can see the entire SaunaBox. It looks like it's heating closer to the side with the actual unit. So it's showing 30% humidity and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And now I'm gonna go inside with this and see what the humidity inside is. See you in a bit. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's a SaunaBox. One thing I noticed, I think maybe we just didn't set it up properly. Woo! It's freaking humid in there. Is that the zipper, because it's like pressing up against this bar, it can get a little hard. And then sometimes I forget where the zipper is. I don't know if I zipped it up here, down there. So you have to feel to see where the zipper is. But we have a sensor in there that's gonna measure temperature and humidity. But it works, it's pretty big, I guess. I wish the window was higher. Not only does this SaunaBox come with this steam room sauna thing, but they also have a super cheap cold plunge that's pretty easy to set up. It's kind of one of those plastic ones, super simple, super cheap. It gets the job done for the basic stuff. It's got a little lid if you want to put it on to protect and keep the water as clean as possible, as well as some like hookups too if you want to connect a water cooler to it. So these are some easy ways to have a contrast therapy experience on a budget. Great starter kit, because you can try this out, and if you like consistently use it, then maybe upgrade from there. Or as you make more money from all the contrast therapy that you're doing, you can go to the next plan. Now, what's the cost of electricity? So here in New York, on average, it's like 21 cents per kilowatt hours. We've used about half a kilowatt hour for 15 minutes just to get it warmed up. So that's about 10 cents. If I'm gonna use this for 45 minutes, that'd be like 30 cents. Is that right? That seems way too cheap. An hour-long session would be 40 cents. Please tell me I'm correct or incorrect with that math. In New York City. In some places, I think in California, depending on the time of day, I've seen 16 to 24 cents per kilowatt hour. So keep that in mind. Temperature test number 2. So it's been about, let's see, 20 minutes now. We're running it at 7, which is the highest setting. And we're gonna see what the temperature has changed. This window is 107 degrees, 93 degrees on the outside here. The container 186, 190. Whew, don't touch that. The ceiling, 115. The floor, 101, 100. The wall, 100. And then the steam box, 150. Don't touch that either. That's inside, 150. The chair, 92. The updated on the inside, it went up to a ton of CO2, a lot of dust, and then 90% humidity on the sensor inside. Temperature was 92 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is how the data changed about 10 minutes inside of the SaunaBox. What's fascinating to me is that the PM 2.5, which is like dust levels essentially, went up a ton. I wonder why that is, as well as CO2. It could just be that the high temp and high humidity could be impacting the sensors, but about 92 degrees inside. I got 3 friends here, Jade, Alexis, and Steph, and one more, Ethan over there. We're gonna see how many of us we can fit in the SaunaBox, what the experience is like, if it's actually fun. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's go. You guys are gonna go in first. You ready? Okay. So we're gonna unzip it. It's at, oh my God. We'll take the chair out. Be careful of the little black box. But other than that, go inside. Oh, my glasses are all steamy. How is it? Is it warm?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna close it.
Okay.
Goodbye. How warm is it in there? We can see the designs.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We lost him.
Somebody's down.
It feels meh.
I'm feeling
It's,
sweaty. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
already
feel like
like
I'm in a hot gym.
Yeah, how does it compare to like a gym steam room versus a big room?
Yoga,
Okay.
but not as hot.
All right, let's see if we can fit 2 more people. How much space is in there?
we can make it happen.
You think so? Do you think we can fit 5 people?
My claustrophobia would kick in, but we can do it.
All right, should we try it?
Yeah.
You ready, Ethan?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, ready? Go, go, go. Can't let too much heat escape.
Uh,
Oh no, I can't
Yeah,
see.
wait, it is hard to breathe. So this is gonna have to be like super, super fast.
Oh, I think we can fit 1 more person. Right?
Yeah, in technicality.
yeah, technically one can ride it.
I think, okay, this is not that hot.
I don't want to get so confused.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
actually can't.
All right, we need to exit. It's too hot.
Yeah, let's get it.
Zach, can you open it? I can't reach.
He's like, nope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
The temperature difference.
Wow, you definitely feel cooler stepping out of it.
He's got dirty feet.
I think it needs to be hotter and more humid. Maybe we ran it for 15 minutes. It got pretty humid. Maybe when we open the door.
We all have a nice glisten to
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's meant for 5 people.
I don't like the wetness.
It was just
on
too
the
humid.
floor.
You like it? We
Yeah.
what's it called when we shorted the circuit breaker again?
Generator.
Now, for this thing, I think there's a lot of factors that you need to think about. One is refilling it with distilled water. Like, we've pretty much used an entire gallon of water running it for an hour. This was like $3. You have to buy that every time you want to use it for about an hour. Power consumption, it's going to increase your electricity bill a little bit. Something to keep in mind. It is a very cheap and easy to use device. Like, I can set this up in my living room. That's totally fine. I love that I can save money and experiment with a hotter temperature room and higher humidity. I would be careful with, essentially it's like a boiling water device that sends the steam into the inside. So you just have to be careful not to touch that. Make sure to put the lid on properly. So there are some safety concerns around that. But I do think this is something that I might actually just leave here and use a couple times. So what, it takes 20 minutes to set up, not too long. It does feel a little intimidating at the beginning because there's so many different bars with different labels. And then this piece fits on decently well. I think the zipper here is just a little out of line. So maybe I need to pull it just gently to get this over the tubing so it's easier to zip up and down. This just feels like you're sweating more and there's just more moisture on your skin, but there's not water pouring down. And you gotta sit down, which is nice. But the chair is kind of small for larger humans. Since you enjoyed this video, make sure to go watch my video where I tested the cheapest cold plunge. It'll be linked right here.